Welcome to Cosmic Brilliance, folks. You're not going to believe what happened yesterday. Today, we have a very exciting breaking news show for all of humanity that literally just occurred on June 18th, 2023. I sent Ileana a picture of the Schumann resonance, which, for those of you that don't know, is referred to as the heartbeat of Earth, that my sister Allie had sent me. I sent Ileana a note that said, check out these amazing DNA codes. What's your take about this? And Ileana, my multimodal and multi-talented guest that you see here again today, will share the amazing pictures she got together in like the last half hour and explanation of what actually occurred universally for the better. And we just had to share this first with you before we get into the other amazing surprise of this show. So, Ileana, go ahead.
So yesterday, my higher self, Janaea, who is Pleiadian, she contacted me and said there's something really important going on the planet, and I hadn't seen the Schumann resonance image that you sent me. She said that people need healing upgrades, and she said for me to work on the Solfeggio frequencies and tones to add special earthing grounding music to provide healings for people to ground. And I asked her why do we need to do this suddenly? She said there's a lot of upgrades in progress and people need to ground and heal and balance because people are emotionally being reattuned and DNA, like DNA codes, are being upgraded. And I said, why? And she said, you'll see, concentrate on doing the healing with the Solfeggio tones, all the 9 tones, and the grounding earth music that is calming, relaxing, soothing, and peaceful for the mind and the body. So I did that and I posted that on my channel, and I got a lot of good comments from people. We're receiving healing. The Schumann resonance frequency is so high right now. This is calming us and healing us and helping to balance the incoming energies. And I said to myself, are these the upgrades? And she's like, yes, but you need to go see what Merrily sent you. And I'm like, what did Merrily send me? Because I was busy with the Solfeggio healing, right? And she said, well, something is happening to the universe. Your 1.5 frequency universe is being upgraded to 2.5 frequency. And this is our known universe where we live, where our planets are and everything is happening. So she said, you need to go and see what Merrily sent you because she knows of you. She's very much aware of you. So I did that. And I'm like, this is interesting. This is very interesting. So I could feel the universe upgrading and sort of resetting from that 1.5 frequency to the 2.5. But I'm seeing it, psychically, but I'm not seeing it like I'm seeing it energetically on the psychic plane, but I need the visuals. So today, once I finished the Solfeggio healing stuff, huge project, I went to my mathematical hysteroscopy program, and I did a huge 4-part key series of what looked like DNA light codes on this original Schumann resonance reading. And people are saying, well, this is anomalous, this isn't correct, it's just instruments malfunctioning. But Janae is like, no, the instruments are not malfunctioning. This is exactly what it is, because you're getting light code upgrades and you're getting a universal universe upgrade and reset to a higher frequency. That's why people are feeling these energies so much. This is all correct. It's not a mistake. So she's like, the proof is in the math. You need to go and do the mathematical equations in your software. You have to load 4 pieces of that Schumann resonance, what looked like the DNA. I had to load 4 pieces, and I think you have the bigger piece, which you can show if you want.
We're going to be showing them all now as you talk.
Yes, exactly, yes. So I did that first. I put it together like a mapping system, because you have to have all 4 keys of that for the software to read the whole scope of the hysteroscopy. So I did that, and I got a 5-pointed star as the reset in progress. And I saw it in blues, yellows, green. And then it created this sort of like a circle with hexagonal lines and things merging, and the hyper warp energy field expanding around the whole universe. So that was also in those colors, green, blue, yellow. But I'm thinking to myself, this is beautiful. That shows how it's forming, reforming, resetting, reformatting. And it's now 2.5 frequency. But we need infrared. We need the IRA, the infrared frequency. We need to see those frequencies. The red, the frequency, the energy upgrade, like the red colors, the oranges, how it's blending with the blue, the green, right? So I did another hysteroscopy with the infrared, IRA infrared, and I got the color frequencies that it expanded. So I got that as well. And I sent you all 5 images. And I said, we've been upgraded. The reset has happened. And this is part of the frequency shift harmonic. That happened in 1987. Now it's happening again in 2023, all the way to 2025. Everything has been being upgraded energetically and reset to higher frequencies. DNA, light codes, everything, the universe, the planet. This is part of that shift horizon or the event. This is part of it.
So exciting.
But you were also telling me that you were feeling something.
Oh, yes. By the way, even though this is an upgrade, I'm kind of a person who physically is super strong and doesn't feel most things. The last 4 days, not only clients, but I felt dizzy. I don't know if any of you have felt like, oh, my response is like, oh, cool. Things have to be shifting, but I didn't know what it was and I could still work, but it was like, whoa. And friends around me were falling. Other people didn't feel anything. So it's really independent, of course, on how you work, but I was confident it was something exciting. So
yeah, I didn't feel anything until Janaea said, you need to give folks some healing and hope. You need to start doing more healing work on the whole consciousness, universal consciousness scale. And I said to myself, why? And she's like, you'll know. This first do the healing, then the other stuff will come in as you do the healing for the global consciousness. So now I understand why that Solfeggio frequency needed to be upgraded as well. It needed an upgrade.
So people can go to your channel to hear that.
Yes. They and these are, so the ancient Solfeggios had been very pure. It had been very pure, but it was corrupted and the frequencies were changed. So all we're left is with those impure frequencies. And Janaea said, work on this, redo the frequency of the Solfeggios, all 9 of them, and add the earth grounding healing music to create a new healing octave. So I've done that and it's up. The first one was released every week, though there will be a new Solfeggio tone released because it's 9 plus the explanation of what the frequencies are. So it's like it's coming out on a weekly basis, not to overwhelm people, so they can really just listen to each one at a time and see how they feel. If it resonates with you, fantastic. If it doesn't, that is also okay.
But this is helping with DNA upgrades and everything else?
Well, people were saying that they felt a lot of emotional energy, like they didn't know what to do with the energy. They were feeling so much emotionally. So the first Solfeggio frequency is electromagnetic. Solfeggio is on electromagnetic frequency. You can play it on any instrument you want. You can do tuning forks. They have Solfeggio tuning forks. So when you tap the tuning fork, it goes to that specific frequency because it is tuned to that frequency. Tuning forks are tuned to specific frequencies. So it should sound harmonious to you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Then it's not the right frequency for you. For me, the corrupted solfeggio frequencies felt off. Like I knew something was not right with these frequencies and that it needed earth grounding music to recalibrate them to a homeostasis, if you will, to bring back in alignment and pure energy. So that's the sound music experiment that I did. And I described that it's a sound music experiment and solfeggio sound healing recalibrated, because it needs to be very specific to work properly.
Okay, so folks, her information will be on this show and on the YouTube description. So you're saying how people can utilize it is listen to it every day, and if it resonates with them, to just listen to the whole thing. Is each one like 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
It's 4 minutes and 35 seconds.
Perfect.
It is an intro. It's just for people to see if it resonates with them or not.
Thank you for that service for humanity. Thank you for breaking this wonderful news and interpretation in an advanced way so that we can fully understand what is happening and how important that is. It's just so exciting, and people need that hope. So, folks, you've already seen the pictures, and we're going to continue on, but we just had to cover that first because woohoo! Okay, so as well, here is something else that is going to help with upgrades for you. And so after this amazing news, the rest of the show has some surprises. You will also be receiving 25 answers to questions to prepare you for today's self-empowering, high vibrational, regenerative journey, guided by none other than our second special guest, Prime Source Creator, in cooperation with and generously channeled by Ileana, the Star Traveler. And many of you said, can they both come back on again? Can they both come back on again? So by popular demand, yes. So Source Creator gracefully volunteered to lead us in what he or it calls guided quantum biofield healing to accelerate 5D ascension. Now, if you bear with me for a couple minutes, there's a little story behind this, if I may speak of this first. For 15 years, I've been researching the principles used in what has been referred to as regenerative medical pods, which, by the way, is the correct term for them, not the pop culture term that is being used. As my subscribers know, I have spoken and had many private conversations with different levels of clearance super soldiers, SSP people, and other intel who have been in those regenerative medical pods or worked with them in order to find out the physics and energetic principles those devices use to regenerate multiple health conditions and injuries of the body. So medical pod rollouts was even the topic of my first Cosmic Brilliance show I did with well-known Andromedan contactee, Alex Collier, who shared intel on that. Now, after that first show, I got unending, numerous, anxious emails after about 6 months of that show saying, when are those medical pods going to roll out? I need them. My health is failing, right? So a lot of desperation. From different sources I talked with, the timing for the MedPod rollout predictions ranged from 2 years wait to 400 years. Okay, so as a co-creator with creation, I'm thinking to myself, instead of feeling like a victim or being upset or being, that it's not rolling out sooner, because I tend to be impatient, and waiting for the promised medical pods to arrive and heal us, and since advanced science and quantum physics has unquestionably proven that everything is created by energy, vibrations, and frequencies, as Nikola Tesla and others kept reiterating, I say to myself, let me try and biohack these medical pods by writing down a list, finding out similar energetic principles that I've learned are being used in these holographic medical pods, and then find a cooperative way to offer it to humanity as an empowering self-healing quantum regeneration meditation. This way, you, all our subscribers and listeners, can choose or not to consciously empower yourselves by doing your inner work and utilizing this meditation that we are offering today as a powerful self-regenerating tool and ascension accelerator. Now, just to let you know, just so you're up to speed, the general principles I synthesized that are being used in many of these medical pods are dominant resonant frequency, which briefly my understanding is basically the highest, strongest frequency kind of trumps the lower frequencies. And your cells want, here's a key, your cells want to go to the highest frequency. They want health. So dominant resonant frequency is important. Crystalline energy, all these terms will be described in this show. Plasma, water, light frequencies, coherence, and then, as I said, holographically matching our best life health blueprint to merge with our current body now. So, if it is not obvious, my main purpose for these Cosmic Brilliance shows truly is to keep reminding you that you are co-creators with Source Creator and creation, which requires self-responsibility and proactiveness and maintaining as high a vibration as you are able. Now, each show has been designed to guide and educate you so you can put the dots together about your true history and your true divine self. And Ileana has the most spectacular book. She's a prolific author in Revelations and communicating the true history and many other things. So please check that out. Without knowing this, it is extremely difficult to feel and be empowered as a creative soul piloting your brain in a human body. And that's how we individually and collectively impact and create change, by putting our conscious creative input and actions into the holographic reality that we experience as our life. Our consciousness determines everything, including, folks, how fast the MedPod rollouts might happen. So my next step was to find someone that would transmit pure and high enough vibrations while guiding us on a regenerative quantum self-healing journey, utilizing these MedPod principles, but from a higher pure frequency that would allow us as free will co-creators to do two things. One, activate our higher capacities to self-heal and regenerate our body, mind, and soul. And two, accelerate our frequencies for 5D ascension. And as you can see, the universe is supporting us in that. So, Ileana, thank you so much for being here. And what Ileana had told me when I brought this subject up before a year ago is, understandably, she was so busy and too busy to help. And so we both are like dog with a bone when we get something. And I was passionate about bringing forth a technique that would help people use the same principles, but from a higher level, to actually heal themselves, rather than being victims and just waiting for someone to give these things to you. So we know, just a reminder, we know scientifically that we are electromagnetic and crystalline in nature. And if you watch the previous show where we introduced Prime Source Creator through Ileana's seamless channeling, Prime Source did also mention that. So, learning to pilot our brain and guided by positive intent, there is no reason we can't bring in more of Source's golden light energy to power up the batteries we are, revitalizing our brain, body, and energy fields to allow full healing, optimization of our cells, organs, and chakras. So the good news today is Ileana stepped forward because Prime Source Creator feeling the passion we both had about increasing healing and empowering people and teaching them, agreed to do the show where he or it, however you want to say it, will be guiding you towards the end of the show after I have him answer the questions that are really important for you to know so that you understand the terms used in the meditation. So, Ileana, do you have anything that you would like to add to this?
Yes, Source Creator, I was asking him, well, how should we do this? Is there a specific frequency? Are there specific words for how the guided healing meditation will be? And he said, yes, you're working with quantum biofield energies, and you're working with various frequencies and organs. You're working on the quantum level. So you're healing the mind, the soul, and the body. You're healing everything. So he graciously gave a bit of a healing recipe that me and Merrily have continued to work on and add beautiful healing connectors to it. Source Creator comes with a technical roadmap for us, and we add the beautiful feelings to it. So this is a group effort. It was because Merrily does body healing. She does energy connection healing as well. She works on those scales, and she's very familiar with meditation and how it works. So she was very gracious to help me out in Source Creator to do this as a mutual connected project, working together to bring you this wonderful meditation, healing meditation, and a healing guidance closer towards the end of the show. Source Creator and I will be working in a symbiotic relationship. So during the meditation, sometimes my eyes will be open or closed because I'm connected to Source Creator. I'm connected to the healing meditation. So some points eyes are closed, some points eyes are open. Usually when channeling happens, the eyes are closed. But when it's a symbiotic relationship, sometimes the eyes are open as we both, Source Creator and I, experience combining of energies and frequencies together. So it will be a somewhat different experience for the healing meditation. Right now, Source Creator is coming in and I'm stepping out. And this part is not symbiotic, but the healing meditation will be symbiotic.
All right. And we welcome you, Source Creator, as you come in. And thank you so much for your generosity of ever-present time and valuable wisdom you will share in answering our questions to prepare the audience for what you designed.
So we'll just give Source Creator a minute to come in, for the energies to be pure, for the purest of frequency coming in with Source Creator. Just checking the fields, checking the energy vibration for the highest purity of the Source Creator field, the true divine Source Creator. It's beautiful to be here with you again, Merrily. I am here.
Thank you. And I would like to add that one of the reasons that Source Creator and Ileana are doing this in a symbiotic way today is one of the things that we as humanity need to step forward is to keep working on the beautiful balance between divine male and divine female, or divine feminine, divine masculine. Now, Source Creator is all of it. And however Ileana experiences him is very technical, exact, pure, and to the point, which we could say is a little bit more male energy. And so Ileana and I will do our best to match it with divine feminine energy.
Thank you for that beautiful explanation, Merrily. I do see things through Ileana's eyes because she's working from a very divine human perspective, and we work from a very high consciousness perspective, but there are differences. We provide information and energetic descriptions on a very precise way that may sometimes does sound technical, so that is why we're blending frequencies of divine feminine, divine masculine, to create the most blended, purest form that we can for this beautiful, beautiful guidance and soul wisdom and healing happening today.
Thank you. So I'm going to start out with a little bit of a bang question with something posted recently by a bright and popular man named Jason Shirka, who did a YouTube show about medical pods. And I believe he really truly cares about the world and is a very good entrepreneur. And recently he put up a show where he was very adamant, and I'm paraphrasing here, people, that providing medical pods for healing would be detrimental to people's evolution and consciousness growth because it would take away their self-responsibility to evaluate karmically the reason for their diseases and discomfort in the first place. He implied that giving them these pods makes it more easy for people to remain, shall we say, in victim consciousness, seeking to be saved rather than doing this self-reflection and inner work, which is necessary for permanent healing to take place. In other words, how they co-created their disease and why. So I would like to say that I understand his viewpoint, and I personally feel, Jason, and it's fine, I highly respect you, that for me, it was way too polarized due to the extreme range of consciousness in people we have on this planet as an experimental planet. And so, for instance, as a solution that I would recommend is that if there's a concern for others not doing their work, we can hire and have Akashic record intuitives quickly check an individual's records and so-called karma to see if it's appropriate to heal them based on whatever the requests are and their present life contracts and agreements. So this is a co-creative, more middle path rather than they do get it or they don't get it. And not to mention, that one can possibly neutralize karma if you forgive yourself and others and recognize that you're that you're multidimensional and all time is infinite now. So I know that was a little long, but I wanted to be fair with paraphrasing Jason's viewpoint. And I would like to start by asking you, Source Creator, what are your thoughts about Jason's statement of medical pods and rolling out to be given to people, and that they probably wouldn't do their soul evolutionary work if we did?
Well, Merrily, everybody deserves healing on any planet, on any world, whether it's corporeal beings that you are in physical form, you have ailments, you have disorders, diseases, sometimes virological issues as well, whether natural or not so natural. Everybody, again, deserves healing. It is a state of evolution. It is a state of consciousness awareness, because what you call these medical pods, or what Ileana calls holographic medical pods, this is higher consciousness and higher physical advanced technology run on quantum principles of quantum physics in the physical world, on other planets with more advanced technology provided by extraterrestrials and the breakaway human civilizations that separated from Earth, went to Mars, the moon, started developing with military and corporation guidance these advanced technologies that utilize plasma field, toroidal plasma field torsion, energy waves, together with crystalline frequencies. And there's tiers of these medical pods. There's the pure plasma field pods, there's the pure crystalline pods, there's also the pods with the laser technology, the older versions. There's the pods that some call the medical tables that do the body scanning and then minor wound healing. There's all kinds of medical pods, older versions, newer versions. Now, even the versions that float, they're portable. They no longer stand on something that is purely physical. They have levitation floating abilities. Both crystalline energy and plasma fields combined together with the holographic aspects that you humans call this, and it's on a quantum level. So it goes to the truest blueprint, the truest healed blueprint of the soul divine being, physically, emotionally, and on the soul frequency to heal everything. But the thing is, these kinds of physical regenerative medicine technologies can be used for healing, or they can be used for also damaging the body, unfortunately. So there's multiple uses for the good and the not so good, unfortunately. So it is important to know which hands these medical technologies end up in. If it's in the right hands on Earth at some point, when everything is balanced and ready for this, it could be used for healing. If it ends up in the technocrats or the Kabbalistic enemies, as you humans call them, the dark side of the human spectrum, then unfortunately this technology can be used to harm humans, to, not to reverse the aging process for youthfulness, instead to accelerate the aging process, to age people, or even potentially to try to, we are looking for the best word, to remove people from the planet. These technologies can do that. So it's a balance to make sure this technology is used responsibly. So we do understand Jason's reticence that this technology does not fall into the wrong hands and does not hurt people, instead actually doing healing. So there's still financial issues of greed, money, power struggles, power hunger, and misusing natural resources on Earth. Those things have to be solved by the people for the people, and the corruption has to be removed. So the negative side does not use this technology to harm humans on a massive scale. Instead of open healing that is totally free, nobody's charged for it. It should be open to everybody. But it is all about timing and not having this technology misused. And in terms of karma, every person holds their own frequency level of karma, some more, some less, and some almost none at all. It depends on the person. You see, you get your healing, but that does not necessarily, in the medical pod, quantum healing pod, you will get your healing. The diseases are gone. But you see, the human bodies still carry this quantum cell memory of what everything was or is. So you can still hold the karmic essence. Even though you're fully healed physically, you're still energetically holding the karmic field of what is not in balance karmically. Physically healed, but still in balance karmically. These medical pods do not necessarily take away your karma. You might be healed, you might be physically well, but mentally you still might be disturbed because it did not fully take away your karma energy. It heals physical issues, it heals mental issues, but karma, if you're meant to have your karma, that will not go away. You still will need to balance that without the medical pod. Because if you're meant to learn something from the universe, you will learn it one way or the other. If it's removed, if something karmically needs to be processed, learned, understood, say if the medical pod removed it in the healing, it will still come back in a different way, in a different energetic path for you to work through it. So what Jason said about once you receive a full healing and everything, all diseases, everything is gone that is negative from the body, it's in perfect healed homeostasis, whole health, mind, body, and soul. The karma frequency will still potentially be in the cellular memory for you to work through. So that statement is potentially somewhat true and somewhat untrue, depending on the person's role in their life, what they're going through. Each individual might feel less karma, more karma, or not at all. It is very individualistic, and these medical pods might not necessarily take away all karma or completely or totally. Depends on what the person is going through and what they still need to learn and figure out for themselves on that individual level of consciousness and physical and energetic and mental existence in their lives.
very eloquently said. And of course, it depends, which our next show will be on, of the different tiers of medical pods and what may be available. Now, you more or less answered this, but could you just put in a brief summary, why aren't the medical pods available for the public now? Is that a level of consciousness thing?
It is a level of consciousness, and it also is a level of removing the negative aspects from the planet, because it is not completely safe to just give you these medical pods. We understand everybody wants them, massive healing, massive changes, but you see, what we call the technocrats, the corporates, the militaries, the shadow governments, they will not just give you what you want, because they stand in the way of progress. Removing pollution, removing greed, removing pain, suffering. There's more than just medical pods. There's also zero-point technologies, free energy sources, generators that can literally clean up pollution in your world overnight and reset your civilization from less than type 1 to a 3 or a 2 once everything is cleaned up. So the technocrats, the Kabbalists, the shadow governments, militaries, those must be cleaned up. And of course, there's still elements of the creepy ones, as we shall call them, the grays, reptilians. Not all reptilians or grays are bad, but there are some pockets and some other shape-shifting pockets of beings that seek to pull your puppet strings of the humans and to mind control and physically manipulate. That has to be cleaned up for the medical technologies to be released. You all must know what is happening, the secrets. The secrecy needs to end. And this is in progress on your world, as events have been shifting and more disclosures coming forth from sources that are becoming more credible and willing to step forward to disclose the hidden secrets kept from humanity. Some of you are not even willing to hear about the weird technologies available. So people must understand what is coming to utilize the technologies. Without understanding, there can be misuse of technology, which nobody wants. Everybody wants free healing, open access to cleaning up the world, healing everyone. This is very much possible, but when and how, it's up to the humans on this planet as well. Your awareness, your willingness to make positive changes on the planet to clean up your world, and to step forward and to not deny various possibilities of realities. Everyone must be on board with this, not just 20% of the populace that is awake, or 40 or 50. Everyone must be on board with this to happen, because it's a collective consciousness shift to bring this in. Everyone needs to work together to make the change for these technologies to come in.
Thank you so much. I'm 100% in agreement with it, and thus the purposes of Ileana and my shows, separately and together and with you. Thank you so much, and others that do the same. And thank you also for reiterating that, I might say this a little too harshly, but people choosing not to want to hear the truth, or because it's uncomfortable, is not a very valid excuse anymore. Because it seems like, I mean, it's their free will choice, but it seems like that means they're just going to remain ignorant and not assist bringing forward in wisdom, because you have enough information to bring into reality that which can benefit all at an appropriate time.
There are certain peoples even risking their lives right now to bring this type of disclosure, that other beings have come and visited your world, have been in contact with various systems of power and governments, and that there's many different secrets and groups working in hiding advanced technologies from the public of the humans, that they have higher levels of reversed technologies that came from other worlds. All of this is being openly discussed. Some believe, some don't, up to each person. Free will choice allows you to believe or disbelieve, but that is a truth coming forward. These are not deceptional lies. to hurt you or deceive you, to disinform. There are genuine people stepping forward, working behind the scenes, and now telling on every social media channel, you have all your news sources, to pick this up as quickly as possible, because it is real. Change is coming, old systems falling apart, new things trying to develop, but the disbelief has to be suspended, because the reality is bigger than what anyone has thought it was, much bigger, and secrets being revealed. That is a truth coming forward. And this is being done to actually stop the darker aspects from launching what you call humans a false flag alien invasion. It is being done to prevent that. It's not being done to disinform you, because the truth is harder to process than what most of us think it is. But this is part of the progression and evolution of the mind and the body no longer being controlled by systems you don't need controlling you anymore. It's giving you the thought of freedom and free will choice to decide what you all want for yourselves and how to do it, how to make a change and not be controlled by massive negative aspects that are losing control on this world.
Yes. Yes. Now, I have one last, before we continue, kind of challenging question, because as you know, I've done much research about universes, creations, creators, sub-creators, experimental worlds for like 40 years. And what I discovered, and I know it's not as simple as that, is the balance of negativity and positivity for polarity, or service to self and service to others. And the importance of soul growth is understood. The importance of, if you live on a planet that doesn't have much negativity, you can stagnate or not have challenges to push yourself. So what I discovered, and I don't know how valid this is, and I'm just thinking like a creator myself, like creating worlds, is I discovered that only 2.75% negativity is needed in a creation to keep encouraging soul growth rather than stagnation, and would allow for much less abuse or traumatic situations, especially if a person has consciousness to self-reflect, so that they might just stub their toe. They don't need to necessarily experience a car crash to stop and reevaluate their life. And I believe that, I know this is simplistic, I believe that negativity in this universe, and especially on this experimental planet, was allowed to get up to maybe 70%, which seems, again, to illustrate a possible lack of oversight by maintenance teams, sub-creators. I know we've had 3 universal resets, we've had 2 destroyed Earths. So I do get that nothing shifts without some chaos, and that humanity has some self-choice, but the limitations placed on humanity have been extreme, such as the matrices and the veils and the multiple agendas. So my challenging question is, why did you, source creator, choose 50 positivity, 50 negativity in balance, when you discovered negativity early in this, early in your existence, which you shared on the first show, which was a surprise to you? Do you consider 50-50 negativity and positivity allows for the most fairness, so to speak?
Yes, the 50-50, 50 light, 50 dark, allows for a fair opportunity to balance the scales, whichever way the scales goes. We create the 50-50, and then how you take it from there, that's up to you. Sometimes the 50 becomes 70 positivity or negativity. It's how free will choice in this universe allows you to choose how the percentages change. We set it at 50-50, but that changes according to every planet, according to the rules of your system. Who governs you? Are you totally free will choice, or are you controlled by others? That changes the polarity field, and that changes the percentage of the frequency of the game that you play in your matrices. It is mostly the human's choice how they govern themselves or not. Free will choice creates the disbalance. And the maintenance teams and systems, they monitor and watch, but they also do not interfere with humanity's progression. They create, they maintain, they make sure you don't destroy yourselves, but they will not take away what you've created or not created on your own too. That is where the free will choice comes. How much lighter polarity you have or how much darker polarity you have. Within each of you, you carry your own balance or disbalance. It's might be 50-50, might be more than that, less than that, up to each human, up to each being created in the living field in existence. You will not carry the same balance. All of you are set when you're created at 50-50, but you have the will and the ability to change that to whatever you want. Even the energy within your body and the soul can be changed. Free will choice allows you to born with 50-50, but then that will change on its own. Just like your body frequency hertz changes according to how you feel, how healthy you are, unhealthy. Energies can go up and down. It is not set 50-50 always. It is set when you're created, but then you can change that because we do not set it at one level and then just stop you from going up or down these frequencies. You can create 80% positive, 20% negative, but what you create is what you yourselves must also balance in those numbers.
Okay, thank you for that clarity. I guess this is just a little side note, because as you explained in our first show, and nobody is perfect, including creators are constantly learning, and that when the dark came at the very beginning, it surprised you, so to speak, or it was unexpected, if I may say so. So what I understand through studying the massive multiple history in this galaxy is, isn't it true that we were also surprised by some surprising infiltration? So my point is, if something is surprised, not part of a game that creators or sub-creators or maintenance know, then wouldn't it be logical that those that are doing oversight change the frequency from 50-50 to maybe like 70-30 if there was a surprise huge infiltration of darkness?
They will not, because you yourselves create the change. They set it, the frequency of creation, they set it according to the laws of the governments of the planets and the systems, but they do not go around playing resetting these levels. They set it at what it needs to be for the existence of the beings, the planets, the souls, 50-50 for one planet, 70-40 for different planet. Not every planet is at the same level even. They set it at that, then it's up to you to balance those scales. They will not reset. Their responsibility is to make sure you are evolving at an appropriate rate to guide you as needed, but they will not interfere with free will choice of how the energies are going up and down. The choices you make, the beings on each planet, the animals, they make a choice to vibrate at certain frequencies, higher, lower, and those frequencies will balance according to the choices. The maintenance crews will not interfere with resets of 70-30, 40-20. They will make sure that things do not get worse for you, but they will not reset those frequencies. Everyone who is in creation must balance it too.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I've been wanting to ask you that for quite a while. All right. So for ascension to take place, is it necessary to merge back, so to speak, back, or merge with our higher self by being at our highest and healthiest vibrational state possible?
Ascension happens on various phases and factors based on your energetic body. To completely be in ascension would mean you've learned everything you need to on this world. You've gone through all the stages of karma, all the phases. This can take one lifetime or it can take several. That's why you come back to the Earth and to other planets to keep learning, to ascend to the highest level of what you need. to completely be in an energy body, to transcend corporeal living creation. It depends. Some people can reach ascension in one lifetime or several, or it may take many lifetimes and many different worlds and planets and existences, physically or non-physically. It really depends on the person. So ascension can happen quickly for some, not so quickly for others. It really depends on the vibration of the soul in its creation field and what it experiences. To reach the highest ascension, you must know everything and learn everything you need to have that light quotient of 40, 5D, 60, 7D, beyond the 3D, to reach the maximum ascension, most optimal ascension, to be at your healthiest, to be at your highest level of energetic frequency, to hold that frequency so it doesn't go up and down. Then ascension happens to you. The frequency must be stable. The density must be stable for ascension to fully be completed at your highest health, vitality. The mind, the body, and the soul, everything needs to be perfectly balanced to attain that perfect ascension, where you are no longer bound by physical corporeal existence. You transcend that. You can do corporeal, you can do non-corporeal, pure energy. You can go back and forth multidimensionally. Is no longer set to one existence. You are multidimensional in ascension. But that can take longer, or it can be done quicker, depends on the living beings experiencing their ascension path. If you learn everything you need, if you heal everything you need, you transcend quicker and ascend quicker. If you don't, it could take you longer. Depends on the peoples, depends on the situations. Also depends on the frequencies you choose to hold or not hold within your soul and the body field.
Okay, thank you. Those are really, really important details. And especially about the challenge of stabilizing is also very, very key. Thank you, Source Creator. So let's get to the terms you're going to be using in the lovely journey that you will be doing, so that the people understand them and our audience understands them when they're mentioned. Okay, so let's describe what the terms quantum healing and quantum light field means, and how the quantum healing process works with the light field.
All right, so one process at a time. So what is the first one?
Quantum healing.
So quantum healing is connecting to the energetic state of your existence, to the soul, connecting to the universe, connecting to the physical body to heal everything on the quantum field. You go into everything in the body, in the soul, in your divine existence, and you connect to the universe. That way, quantum healing happens on every level of your existence, not just one portion of yourself, not just the physical, but everything energetic within you and your soul. So that is quantum healing, going to everything that is deep within you to heal. Not just one aspect of yourself, but everything heals. Everything is included in the quantum field in your physical existence to be healed. All of it is included in the quantum field because your blueprint is your quantum field of existence, the perfect health, the perfect balance, the energy and the physicality together. That is the ultimate quantum. Beyond just physical or energetic, all of it together.
Okay, and we'll get into the details of that. You answered all three actually beautifully. And is that primarily done through intent and taking the time to go inward and talk to, just be with you and also communicate with ourselves and just be more aware, self-referential?
Yes, it is all about intent. How healthy you want to be, suspending the doubt, suspending that doubtfulness. Yes, I can be healed. No, I can't be healed. Well, why not? You can be healed if you want to be healed. Understanding the awareness of self-awareness to open to the possibilities of healing, to take in the energies, to look within yourself to see what is out of attunement, out of balance within, to look at the light and the dark within yourself and to be truthful with yourself. What is working for you and what is not? what should be healed. And if you're not ready to receive the healing, ask yourself why. Understand yourself, your inner self, your outer self. What is in balance? What is not in balance? Are you ready for the full healing? Are you ready for a partial healing? Or maybe you are not ready for any healing at all, based on what is internally inside you and why. And when will you be ready for it? Examine everything truthfully within yourself. Understand yourself and what your capacity is at this time to receive or not receive in terms of healing or other things and understandings about yourself. It is introspection. It is inner work and outer work that all humans should be doing for healing and other things about understanding your whole life, your purpose, everything interconnected within yourself. Why are you here? What are you doing? What you need healed, what you don't need healed, and looking at the deeper perspective of the whys, the hows, and who you are internally and externally. What creates you energetically, physically? What drives you to succeed or not succeed? Once you know those things, you are understanding the levels of your own existence, how pure it is, what needs to be modified for more pure energy to come in for the highest healing, what frequencies, what modalities, what you need for your highest success and well-being and healing.
Thus, holistic medicine, the whole viewpoint where you examine all the things that contribute to it. Yeah.
Yes, all the parts of yourself, everything. Everything is looked at, all the nooks and crannies to the deepest detail that you can, and being honest on all the levels of who you are and what needs to be done for the highest healing to happen.
Beautiful and very true. Okay, so what does the term mean, biofield?
Biofield is the energetic frequency that is within anything and everything. Biofield can be within a plasma level energy source. Biofield is the natural aura field that humans carry, electromagnetic field that is you. Everything that energetically creates you or something else, that is the biofield. And biofields can be many different frequencies, or it could be one frequency. It can be modified, it could be expanded, it could be changed, it could be light rays, it could be crystals. Biofield is personal essence field, everything you are energetically and physically, or it can be part of inanimate objects. Even a chair has a biofield. If it's made of wood, the wood holds a biofield because it is sentient. It came out of creation. Now, synthetics and plastics have lower biofields because they are not naturally created. So different biofields will have different density fields as well of creation, higher or lower on the frequency density scale.
Great. Okay, so a couple of terms that are really important to understand before we proceed are also personal quantum holographic light fields.
Personal quantum holographic light fields. It is the energy and frequency you hold within your blueprint of what you are in creation, because the blueprint is DNA, it is organs, it is everything. And the holographic essence of that light field is everything that makes you unique in how your organs form, how your aura fields formed, your chakras. Everything that creates you within is your holographic essence. It is the energetic frequency that is truly yours, unique. And others will have different fields and densities because it's very personalized. Every animal, everything in creation holds its own holographic personal biofield and light field energy within the blueprint of the soul divine of the creation. So you are crystalline, you are water, you are physicality. All of that is part of the holographic field of the soul essence, and the light codes, the DNA, everything. Even your organs hold a holographic field. Everything is holographic, not just physical. So you are your own holographic blueprint essence of your health, of your soul, of your memories, everything in creation that you are. It is held within your holographic field. It is like your mini Akashic record, if you will, life essence, memories, past lives, everything is held within that holographic field of yourself. It is, you are the record.
Thank you so much. So the holographic aspect of quantum healing is what?
The holographic aspect of quantum healing is how your holographic essence, light code, and fields connect to the quantum healing, whether that's energetic quantum healing or different quantum healing devices. Your holographic field and the blueprint of your true physical and soul essence state will connect to the quantum of whatever the device is, quantum energy of device or energy healing. Both will connect, and the purity of the quantum field will purify your frequencies in the quantum holographic. If there's impurities, it will purify it based on the differences of the devices and interconnections. The quantum fields could be different as well. Quantum field is different frequencies, different colors, different vibration. It could be the same or it can be very different. Depends on what you set it to and what the intent is as well. Quantum healing is expansion of the purest healing energies that can be put in a device in an energy modality of healing, but it can have different energetic ranges and sets. Some can be programmed, some happens naturally. It depends.
Okay. And is this how the healthiest blueprint can be achieved for complete healing in the quantum light field by us?
Yes, by you. Of course, you can change the light frequencies, the light codes, the DNA quotients in your blueprint of everything that you are. What you come in as you're created with your blueprint, you can change and adapt some of it. But the original blueprint should be at its healthiest. When you're accessing the blueprint of your creation, you're going to the most healthiest state that you vibrated at or vibrating at. It could be in a past version of yourself, something that has already happened, even a future version of yourself, or somewhere here in the now. You're looking for the best access point to your healthiest blueprint, or the technology is looking for it and finding it for you.
Excellent. Excellent. That's very important. Thank you. Now, what does the simple term light body mean, just for those that may be new to that kind of concept?
Well, the light body is the highest energy frequency that you can hold, that you can energetically make yourself into. It could be 5 density, 6 density, 4 density. When you are totally and completely balanced in your physicality, in your mental state and soul state energetically, you can form a light body. It is the purest form of your energetic self that is held in the holographic light field of who you are as a soul essence. You coalesce your physicality into the light body. Some people can take their physicality with them in their light body travels. It is the pure energy and divineness of who you truly are energetically on its purest form and scale of vibration.
And it's always a higher vibration, right?
Yes, holding your highest vibration that you can, of course.
Okay.
It is literally your energetic essence in the light body. And some people may have golden light bodies, blue, different frequencies and colors. It depends on the person and what they manifest as their highest light body frequency and adaptation.
Oh, that's interesting, because I've heard terms like the light body contains plasma and crystalline fields and crystalline essence. So how does the plasma energy or crystalline energy even work in quantum healing?
It can work both together or separately, depends how you mix the fields. There's different types of plasmas, there's different types of crystalline essences and energies. How you mix it is how it works together. It can be higher vibration, could be lower vibration, depends on the energy set.
A lot to choose from.
Yes, many choices in creation. and many optimizations to put together or not to put together certain energies and fields and rays of healing. Quantum healing can be on many different levels with many different technologies and energetics.
That is so wonderful. So can you briefly explain how emotions, traumas, body organs, and injuries get released in our body and field by the combination of plasma and crystalline light fields?
So injuries, traumas, organs, emotions, everything holds a frequency. Everything holds its own mini light field within it. So in quantum healing, everything is scanned to its optimal capacity to see what needs to be cleansed, healed, released. And through that scanning process, you figure out where something might need to be healed, where the imbalance is. The quantum energy purifies it at the highest source possible for that individual or individuals to what they're ready to experience on their quantum body and soul blueprint level. Some of them might experience more healing, some less, depending on what their body and soul is ready to receive or not receive. Free will choice allows them to choose consciously and subconsciousness, and on the subconsciousness level, what they're ready to receive or not. It also depends on them, how much healing they receive. If they want it completely, they will receive it completely. If not so much, not so much. It's on their readiness level and scale, what they are ready to welcome inside themselves or not.
I have to always remind myself kind of to go free will clause
Always,
when
always.
I'm judging people or something. I'm like, okay, free will clause, Merrily, they get the free will, right?
It's a choice. It's always a personal choice or a life choice or a decision or decisions that can impact just yourself or others based on what you think, what's available to you, what you work with. Free will choice in this universe allows you to create anything and everything you want, or totally undo it or redo it. Understanding how that manifestation ability works, now that can take you to many levels in how you choose to learn manifestation. Energy and physicality combined together is what creates manifestation to its many levels of expansion that you can work with energetically and physically. As above, so below. Take the energy from above, bring it to a neutral state, combine it with the physicality, and you manifest something, always with intent and clarity. Perfect clarity of what you want. Because if you're vague, you're going to get a vague manifestation. If you're clear, precise, to the point with your words, with the energy, with the frequency, with the desire, the intent, you manifest something more concrete and more physical from the energy. You're pulling energy into physicality and creating. That could be quantum healing, that could be physical needs, desires, wants, helping your children, whatever it is, just do it with the highest intent, clarity, and understanding of what you're creating and why and what for. And positive intent, again, very positive intent, very important.
Yes, the motive rather than selfish agendas. Yes. Okay, so beautiful, boy. Okay, so people in 3D and 4D have the experience of, when I talk to them, of matter being so solid due to the programming and playing the game. So they don't see matter as easily or quickly changed, especially if they're not trained or have trained their brain to understand the science of frequencies and physics. So what is necessary for humanity to understand to rid themselves of that programming, thinking that healing cannot happen fast and that you can't change matter quickly into a higher frequency?
It is suspending the disbelief of matter itself that it is solid, because matter is not completely solid. You are part water, part crystalline, part plasma. You are not completely solid, even though you walk in what you think is solid bodies. They are fluidic and flexible to change, positive or negative. You change the polarity, free will choice again. So Matter is what you want it to be, what you create it into, so it is. If you don't think matter is solid, if it's flexible and changeable, it's more malleable to positive change. If you think you can't do anything with matter, that thought creates the programming, and you're stuck with solid matter that does not heal or change based on beliefs. So suspending disbelief, being open-minded, creatively thinking outside the box can shift matter. It is like tumbling a brick wall that was too solid. If you energize it and make it flexible and energetic, that solid field will crumble and you walk through the wall because you suspended disbelief. You literally changed the energy frequency of the matter, that solidness, and it became malleable and flexible. Sound frequency attunement. You suspend the disbelief, solid matter, impossible to change, cannot change. Yes, you can change it. Yes, you can shift it. And it's no longer so solid. And it could be dismantled, could be changed, could be reprocessed, reformatted, because it is not what you think it is. It is much more. It's all up to you in what you think and what you create or co-create or not.
Yes, and it's so helpful for people to watch, for instance, the cymatics video. That was so useful when by watching that you got to see how sound affects matter instantaneously, changes form, etc. It starts training the logical side of your brain to get on board, so you're not in arguing with both hemispheres. Go ahead.
Well, it's also a thought frequency. The way you think of something, the way you create that thought with that energy, you have the power to change that. You have the ability to create with thought consciousness and take it beyond the simple physical matter or solidness of it. Because matter is not solid. It is energetic. It is frequency. It is what you think of it and what you create with it. It's like malleable clay, if you will. You can shape and sculpt the clay and tweak it with tools. With energy consciousness thought forms, you can change the matter of your reality as well to whatever you want to create in your physicality and energetic essence.
Thus, imagination being so important.
And creativity and creation together with your imagination.
Great, thank you. Now, the term spinning, a previous client of mine on a show was teaching people how that we're spin beings, and spinning's a great exercise to do, but is it just through intent that we begin to spin our quantum body to its healthiest vibration? Or how do we do that? Do we visualize, see, feel, or sense it going clockwise? So can you please explain the details around spin and spinning?
Spin can be flexible. In this quantum healing meditation and journey we will do, there's no clockwise or counterclockwise spin. There's only perfect balance spin. It is spinning just in a pure energy field. You don't need to spin it clockwise or counterclockwise. It is not a pendulum. It is a perfect state balance of soul field spin energy. Now, if you're doing something like the pendulum, clockwise or counterclockwise, yes and no answers. Some things you need to define with a clear definition, and some things you don't. In quantum healing, spin is just a neutral state of the energy in balance. It does not need to spin clockwise or counterclockwise. It just spins as is in a multi-dimensional field of perfect balance energy. Now, if it's out of alignment, it could spin clockwise or counterclockwise. Then it needs to come back into that neutral spin to be at its healthiest form. So spinning in different directions can indicate blockages, can indicate problems, issues. Perfect spin, not so perfect spin alignment within the soul field and the energy and the light essence codes. So it needs to have a neutral harmonic field convergence of just spin like this. That's the perfect healthy spin. If it's out of alignment and spins wobbly or spins in different directions, it's imbalanced. It needs to come back to that neutral field at its healthiest proportion. So ultimate spin like this, that is the healthiest spin.
Do that again so we can see.
Like this, neutral spin, where
Uh-huh.
the energy is just going like this, just spinning, that is the healthiest frequency. If it's spinning out of alignment in weird directions, clockwise, counterclockwise, it is most likely imbalanced and needs to come into that healthy neutrality again.
So if there's a wobble,
A wobble, counterclockwise, clockwise, or weird directions, it's not in alignment.
so speaking of spinning, can you describe the knowledge and importance of chakras for maximum balanced health?
How do you want this to be defined? We
Uh,
have
in terms of what we'll need to understand for the healing later.
Well, there is 7, 8 chakras. Understanding the frequencies, the colors of them, for some helps to define what they are and how it works. For others, just hearing my crown chakra is healed and all negative aspects that is not of my highest good, blockages, energies is cleared and removed, heals that chakra. Just hearing crown chakra, hearing the third eye chakra, the clearing of it, helps to clear it. The throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. Going down and clearing them. For most people, that is enough in removing the blockages and negativity, bringing positive healing energies to each of them. Some people want the colors defined, and they can go and look at a chakra chart that tells you the color fields, because each one will have a certain field of color and vibration. So for some, it's just enough to hear what is being said and clearing, and that helps to heal. For others, they need the colors defined. It's
Okay.
depending on your visualization levels and skills of understanding of the energy of these chakras.
All right. Well, you just said in one simple sentence what we can do after we experience the healing, but what we can do to tune ourselves up by hearing. So can you repeat that sentence?
So you can feel the vibration of the chakras. You can feel in what's blocked and not blocked. By clearing, when you go through each chakra, you clear the negative aspects of what's not for your highest good anymore. You clear the blockages, you clear any diseases in the chakra or anything out of balance. You can feel it, you can see the vibration of it, you can see the colors of the chakras. Cleanse and purify, remove all negative aspects not of my highest good, release and bring in positive healing energy to cleanse and purify the crown chakra and onwards and upwards and so forth.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much. Now, please describe what I would imagine creation's golden rays do in one's soul field. And I understand it as the new energy for humanity and the planet from you. Is this accurate, or please explain?
So the golden ray field holds the most balanced energy field out of the other rays for quantum healing, for what we're doing today. It is the most powerful golden frequency of healing. It is the most balanced golden ratio field in this universe creation, in your known universe. It cleanses and purifies everything out of balance, out of creation, out of alignment, and the golden ray just energetically uplifts and re-energizes the body and the soul. So it works on all levels of existence, multidimensional creation. This is what you access for all-purpose healing, the mind, the body, and the soul, and the physicality. All-purpose healing together with this golden ray frequency, especially in quantum healing.
That is so important. And thank you for that beautiful, profound, and simple definition. Now, we can just bring gold energy from source directly? Does it also channel through our sun to us, through the sun gate to us? This
It
gold.
channels through your sun gate somewhat, yes, but it channels from everything in universal creation in its purest form of creation, whether from source creator or other healing methods, existences, because there's more than just source creator.
Okay, just a few more questions. Thank you so much. Now, a previous guest, David Lothrington's higher self, defined light codes as light codes serve as the breath of creator light filaments that activate your DNA and new experiences in life, end quote. So how would you, source creator, describe what DNA upgrades and light code activations are, like how they occur?
So light codes is everything within your physical frequency and your energetic soul being. You have your own personal light codes that come into your bodies. You have universal light codes that also commingle with that. And the DNA upgrades is what your DNA vibrates at right now, goes to a higher frequency with the light code filaments and energetically upgrades your DNA to a higher frequency capacity. So if you're functioning at 3.5 density frequency of your genetics and genomics and DNA at this time, you raise your light codes, you raise the light fields, and DNA upgrades happen. Now with this universal Schumann upgrade, it has upgraded the DNA frequencies and cellular memory of everyone on this earth. So people might start to remember things from their past lives, things that they've buried and hidden, and it will come up again for reference and for healing. Things that are uncomfortable will come up to be healed and resolved, because you cannot continue to bury that within your light codes and past genetics. Everything is coming up to be purified and released and resolved. So if it's uncomfortable, see why it is and deal with it to your best ability to heal it or resolve it. To understand what was not understood and buried before cannot be buried ever again.
Yes. You can't pretend not to know what you know now.
Too much light coming in, you can't hold it back. That's
Mhm.
why this universe was upgraded, so you can resolve your most uncomfortable issues at this time and move forwards to your light code upgrades and DNA upgrades. So none of that uncomfortableness is holding you back. You need to deal with it for the upgrades to go further.
Mhm. Now, since Earth's humanity's focus is generally to ascend to the fifth dimension or density, would you describe what the fifth density is like? And maybe if you can, even kind of how it feels or looks, so people can kind of, move their imagination into that?
Well, it looks utopian where you don't have all the issues you have here on Earth. No pain, no suffering, no pollution, no disease. It is a pure divine state of existence. You may still have corporeal bodies, or you may have light bodies and semi-corporeal. Everything is divine unity in the fifth and up. You still might experience some life-growing things. Sometimes a challenge or two will come up to discern what's right or not for you. So you might experience going through something that is not of the highest pleasant experience, but so you learn from it. That can still happen in the fifth, but doesn't in the seventh and upper levels of density or realms. So the fifth allows some variation of duality, but not as much as the third and the fourth density. There's a lot of challenges, drama, trauma. Everything that can come your way will come your way in 3D and 4D. The fifth, it's filtered out for the most part. Only if you really need to experience it, then you will to understand. But not as many hardships. It is a beautiful golden field of energy in the fifth. And it's a pure state, much purer than what you have now, which is highly impure at this time, but becoming pure with your fourth upgrade of your universe and a fourth reset that just happened. So that was not a glitch in the matrix, it's an upgrade.
Thank you also for that. Badly needed.
Well,
So,
it's part of that 5D evolution going to that, because the light codes are going up, up, up. So you cannot hide what you want to hide or not remember what needs remembering for your highest good, well-being, and healing. To release to release the lower density of what you hold in your light field, in your DNA, in your genomics, your memory. Everything that is cellular and holographic within is working on clearing these things so you can uplift to your highest density and highest frequency at this time to feel good and be good.
Greater transparency on all levels.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Yes.
Purifying and cleaning yourselves internally and externally, all combined together to your highest form of coexistence and existence, individually and collectively.
Okay, thank you. Now, are DNA and cell genes the same thing?
No, they are not. DNA vibrates at one capacity, cell genes vibrate at other capacities, and they merge together for the highest health blueprint. Now, if there's dissonance, imbalance in both, they will not coalesce together as one. They will vibrate at different levels and cause mutations and health issues.
So that's important to know. Okay. With the utmost respect, Source Creator, as a human, how do we know if you are accessing us? Like several brilliant beings I know say Prime Source Creator is everything. It doesn't know everything, and sometimes needs to be a little bit poked to get its attention, so to speak. So what would you say about that?
Well, we do learn through your individual aspects of what you experience and create. That gets absorbed in everything that is source creation for Prime Creator and other creations and creator beings. We learn through you, through your eyes, through your state of hearing, feeling. What you experience and create goes in our overall memory capacity and storage, and it gets connected to us, but purified on its purest level. So we only get the purest lesson, the purest experience. We don't get your drama. We get the clean version of what you experienced to its highest capacity. And it's amalgamated within source creation so that it's shared in the collective creation field and can be perfectly replicated when other creations are made, not to repeat the same issues that happened before through your human experiences.
Oh, thank you so much. That goes through most of the terms that people will be hearing. And but have last three questions having to actually do with time time corporations that, of course, are in charge of timelines, etc. Now, I'm curious, do they have a relationship with the medical pods, so to speak?
Yes, the time corps are like the time travel police, to define what they are, because humans have been asking this question since the age of time creation itself. Time corporation or corporations, there's more than one. You have your local one in this universe for all your governing planets for both Andromeda Galaxy and Milky Way. This time corp is comprised of the men and women that learned their lessons from the Atlantean collective cohabitation with the galactic humans and the humans on Terra, Gaia, Earth, your planet. They branched off from the planetary system and created another field of time essence they exist in, like a time bubble warp, if you will, collective bubble that they exist in. They monitor the frequencies of what you create in your life fields and your bodies. And they make sure that co-creation is happening in a healing capacity, and the technologies that you have access to, like the medical pods, that this technology is not warped in the wrong way and kills humans. They create certain parameters on the technology not to warp it in a negative factor. And if somebody does, there's consequences. They just won't be able to go and medically age somebody and wither them out of soul creation. That is not allowed. Some have tried to warp this technology to that capacity, the medical pods, but then it just ceases to work and it disintegrates as fail-safe capacities to prevent it from being used as a tool of mass destruction and to use it as a tool for pure healing. So time corporations monitor those devices, all tiers of them, to make sure that these regenerative healing technologies are not used as weapon systems, but just for healing. Not to corrupt 0 point energy fields and 0 point itself, because some of these medical pods, they try to time travel through them by trying to change the 0 point field of people's life soul energy and biohack the life source energy of people. So there's been limiters put not to do that energetically on these technologies, so you can't biohack somebody's life force essence or DNA and destroy it on the physical perspective. So Time Corporations monitors these technologies and puts some energetic limiters on them so they cannot be biohacking human beings for the wrong reasons.
We're very thankful for that. So you're saying that all time cores are positive.
Well,
Are
we're saying the current Time Corporation that you have in this solar system, this is what it does for you.
okay, good. Okay. All righty. So who is the female named Shinara? And there's a picture we're presenting here. So you can see in the time core, and what job does she do in fixing timelines?
Shinara is a human slash Andromedan and Arcturian representative that saw various aspects of Atlantean timelines looping through time, all the fixes, all the accomplishments, all the disbalances. She saw that. So she joined Time Core to make sure that doesn't get repeated on Earth ever again, hopefully, and to balance the timeline for the shift event horizon, to create the most balanced timeline jumps, and to maintain the cleanest, purest frequency of the timelines without chaotic disruption. She is a crystalline being. She's 89% crystalline, so she holds an energetic field and slightly physical. She appears to humans that are guardians working with Time Core as a somewhat corporeal figure, but not so much. She is able to energetically change her physicality. She might appear as having blue hair, green hair, slightly taller, and even the eye color changes from green to blue because she's in the crystalline field more so than the physical field, but she can hold semi-corporeal state. She is within a 10th dimensional frequency of time. That is where Time Corp is within their existence, but they monitor the human realms and planets to make sure your timelines are the most optimal ones to reach your highest evolution in states of 5D existence and higher when you're ready for it.
So she's very connected to crystal and soul healing as well.
She's connected to her crystalline field of existence. She changes timelines for most optimal outcomes, and in a way that is healing, so that there's no extra destruction on your world and other worlds in Milky Way galaxy and Andromedan galaxy. In a way, it is healing. It is making sure the optimal timelines happen. She sees the future. She sees potentials of the future, and she counsels the guardians, the human guardians, working with Time Core to make sure the timelines are set in the right paths to avoid destruction, whether natural or man-made, through these more optimal points in time that she sees of future events, to be in alignment, choosing the most optimal ones in frequency, where to align the timelines.
Very succinct, and I'd like to thank you, Shinara, for the work you do. Thank you. All right, one last question before we get to the exciting healing is, why does Source Creator insist that everything you do and say needs to be of the highest and purest vibration? Why is that so important if the ultimate mastery of this earth game is neutrality?
Well, to achieve your highest outcomes, in the most optimal capacity that you can at your purest vibration. We do hold neutrality, but we also try to hold the highest vibration for your highest success and well-being, so that you are the most successful that you can be in your purity and divine state of existence. So you accomplish everything in the highest divine light in your goals and successes, and you look good in your outcomes. It's for your highest happiness and well-being, because we care about you. So we wish you to be at your best purity. Just as Source Creation is at its highest purity, we would want you to have the same opportunity to have access to that. So we strive to work with you to reach your highest potentials. And that includes the highest purity and frequency, holding that vibration for your highest good, well-being, and healing.
And that's why it's such a joy and an honor to have you guide this level of quantum biofield healing for rejuvenated and accelerated ascension. So, folks, go get yourself some water and use the facilities if you need, so that you can be fully relaxed. And please turn off anything that will disturb you. As co-creators with Source, please repeat out loud to yourself this intention with me. I am open and allow balanced, optimized healing on all levels. Purifying my body and raising my energetic fields now to a state of high vibration coherence, with pure golden and rainbow frequencies of 5D or beyond. And so be it. So please now close your eyes during the entire time that we will be doing this healing journey. Slowly take in 3 deep breaths. The first breath, inhale through the top of your head, source golden, pure light. And allow this golden light to fill up your head, your chest, and abdomen. Then exhale this golden light out through your body to cleanse you. Let go of any tension or concerns as you exhale. Again, inhale golden light into your head, chest, and shoulders. And exhale all tensions down your arms and out your hands and fingers, allowing the golden light to cleanse through. One last time, inhale golden light down into your torso and hips, and exhale this golden light through your hips, buttocks, legs, feet, and toes, releasing any heaviness out of your body. and continue to breathe in a rhythm that's comfortable for you. And now, Source Creator, you may begin.
And allow yourselves to feel relaxed, to feel safe in your spaces, to feel at your lightest form, letting go of any thought forms, any distractions not of the highest good. Allow that energy to release from you so that you feel comfortable and safe in your environment. Feeling comfortable and safe in your environment, feeling peace, feeling love and joy, feeling the comfort of your safety with feeling love, peace, and joy, being at your most comfortable and safest in your living space, in your energy space, your physicality and soul essence. Allowing your guides and your protectors to come in to set a good healing space for you, healing that space and the environment, feeling comfortable and relaxed as we begin this beautiful quantum healing journey for complete healing in your light body. The quantum field transfers its healing light into your divine soul and continues down to anoint and bathe your physical body, holding a safe, loving space for your highest healing and well-being. Allow yourself to direct your intent and connect now with the quantum healing light field, with its regenerative frequencies, holding the beautiful, healing, soft energy within yourselves and your highest frequencies of soul light and physicality. Seeing, sensing, feeling that beautiful golden ray of knowing, this golden light, scintillating light that contains plasma, the most beautiful sparkling plasma and crystalline fields within yourselves, within your creation and existence. With each inhale, your innate healing comes in. You allow more and more of this golden light to bathe your body and the soul, to connect to your inner healing, the most inner aspects of your whole healing and divine vibration. You are dancing with the consciousness of these fields, the light within yourself, the healing within, gently spinning and swirling as one united quantum healing light field, allowing the healing to come in deeper and deeper within you, healing everything within, centering and grounding and balancing you on all levels of your existence, achieving healing light and balance for your physical self, your light body self, and your soul divine states of existence on the highest healing and well-being of your divine self and soul creation. Being in divine bliss and harmony with all aspects of yourself, on the soul, the mind, the physicality, and the body, receiving your highest healing for your highest good, success, and happiness in life. As you move through your beautiful healing journey, being balanced, grounded, and healed in your whole state of existence. As the healing light continues to go through your body and soul, inhale slowly again and feel or sense this amazing frequency of upliftment and energetic joy as you feel yourself becoming lighter and lighter, becoming lighter and lighter. Feeling your inner bliss love, and happiness. This light field is alive and conscious and responds to your intent, to your purest divine healing. You begin to play with it more, directing it to go to areas in your body, the healing light of the golden ray, where you would like this healing for self-rejuvenation taking place. Healing your body and your soul, healing the mind, healing everything within, and healing the outer self as well. Allowing yourself to be at peace and at joy and balance within yourself. Allowing the healing to come in. Allowing yourself to inhale the healing, to take it within yourself, to incorporate all the beauty of the healing, of this divine healing, being received and integrated within in your cell, of the cell rejuvenation and the healing of the light body and the physicality. You become aware that there is these beautiful plasma and crystalline fields within the light fields, containing light code activations and gene and DNA upgrades that you are receiving for your highest good and well-being and healing. The most beautiful healing of divine self and harmony and balance. The downloads coming from your divine soul are entering your cells, your tissues, your organs, going down in the light field to your spine and the joints as you feel the light healing you for complete cell and tissue healing and regeneration, softly healing you on all aspects of your existence in the divine blueprint of life and love, healing your inner self and the outer self in complete balance and unity and peace. The light fields of crystalline essences are also sending you healing plasma and cosmic light force energy for the utmost healing and beauty and love within your peaceful existence. This elevates your frequency within your body, mind, soul, and spirit, guiding you on your deepest soul journeys to manifest your highest good and intent within yourself, for yourself and the beautiful peoples with you and around you, for their highest good. Continuing to feel the light fields of crystalline essences is also sending you plasma and cosmic light force rays of healing energy. This elevates your frequencies within your body, mind, soul, and spirit, rejuvenating your life force, bringing you beautiful healing energy for the physical, the soul, the mind, and the body. You sense an unparalleled feeling of joy, familiarity, a blissful healing path as you are truly home, connecting with your intuitive self, your higher self, physical and divine healing on all levels of your existences and realities for the highest feeling, joy and happiness, coming home within, being healed within your inner soul wisdom and divine physicality and soul unity and happiness. Receiving full healing to your highest states of existence and happiness. Divine essence healing on all levels of realities and beyond to your true state of healing, divine blueprint reaching your highest states of unity and soul balance and grounding. Taking the time to relax and ground and balance within, to be at your highest well-being and healing. As the plasma and crystalline light fields are rapidly releasing emotional traumas with ease and grace, freeing your soul of all blockages, negativity, and anything that no longer serves your highest good and well-being. Releasing that, releasing the blockages, releasing the distractions, and focusing on your highest healing and well-being. You allow this full release within, coming within you, purifying your inner self, healing your divine state of existence, letting go and releasing all past injuries and weakened organs, allowing strength to come to heal the organs of the body. The liver, the kidneys, the bladder, all your muscles and bones healing and rejuvenating, the arms and the legs healing, the brain, the mind healing, left hemisphere of the brain healing, right hemisphere of the brain healing, all tissues, joints healing, everything within the body completely healing to its highest and optimal capacities, to the highest and most optimal healing capacities, as you are now rejuvenated and healed completely to your highest capacity in the healing light. You feel free, lighter, and light-filled at your highest healing sense of freedom and divine soul being healed. You are completely free to be your truest self, to be at your best, highest self-healing in your life and soul expansion. The quantum healing light fields have allowed you to receive all needed healing and downloads for all new energy coming in and flowing from divine source energy, from the purest divine source energy, connecting to you in your highest healing, the healing living light of golden rays and crystalline energies, coalescing and healing you to your highest state of healing and well-being, entering your soul and the body for optimal healing, the most healing light of all creation, healing your inner self and your outer self, bringing joy, grounded peacefulness, and balance to everything within you, your highest optimal self, your highest healing and wisdom, all within you, and the holographic blueprint of the soul divine healing, healing everything within, purifying yourself, rebalancing your energies and soul field capacity to receive the highest light. For soul light fields coming in to heal your DNA, to heal the genetic structures within, to cleanse and purify your body to its optimal light form, physical healing. Reaching out and connecting to the source field polarities within your body and soul is now being completely re-energized, regenerated, grounded, and balanced for your highest healing and well-being. Continuing to reach within the quantum light field, sending you healing energies to balance all your chakras, starting from the crown chakra, releasing any negative energies, not of the highest light or being, completely releasing all negativities and blockages, sending healing energy to your crown chakra to be at your healthiest state, continuing with divine healing light energy, going to your third eye, cleansing and purifying anything not of the highest light, bringing in that healing energy, for peace and balance, healing the third eye, going down with the healing energy to the throat chakra, purifying and cleansing the throat chakra, releasing any negativities not of the highest light, releasing any blockages for utmost healing, bringing in healing light to cleanse and purify the throat chakra. As the healing light moves down to the heart chakra, sending purifying energy of the highest light and healing to the heart chakra, moving any negativity and imbalances, releasing what is not of the highest good, releasing blockages, and bringing in soul healing energies to release any traumas or energies not of the highest good from the heart chakra, so that it is at its most lightest field, the healing energy, soothing and healing the heart chakra. The healing light continuing to gently flow down to the solar plexus chakra, sending healing energy to purify the solar plexus chakra, to remove all negativities and blockages out of the highest good, to cleanse and purify the energy, sending highest healing to be at the most positive energetic healing light balance for the solar plexus chakra, with pure healing energy going down to the sacral chakra, purifying the sacral chakra, removing any negativities and blockages out of the highest good, the sacral chakra, sending healing positive light to re-energize the sacral chakra. Beautiful healing energy at its divine feminine and masculine healing, balancing the sacral chakra, going down to the root chakra, removing any negativities, blockages, or traumas, sending healing energy for the highest healing. So all the chakras are interconnected and balanced together, the highest healing, and all energy fields and energy flow and life force is balanced and healed within the body, the mind, the soul, and the physicality to your highest optimal healing capacities and highest good in your well-being and healing, giving you the energized energy at its purest form, re-energizing and healing you, healing your kundalini energy, healing all your auric fields and your electromagnetic frequency of the body, so everything within the physical body and the divine self is healed for your highest well-being and healing and goodness. You are healed. You are at your divine state of well-being. You sense the releasing of any lingering tensions, being at your highest healing state in this now moment. You are content to feel they no longer have any relevance for you. Anything not of the highest good is now released and healed for your highest blessing and well-being. Receiving the quantum healing is raising your frequency upgrades for the elevation of your consciousness as it clears any lingering negative density in your organs, in your chakras and aura, giving you divine healing and soul wisdom within for your highest well-being and healing. Your light field rapidly clears any blocks and barriers that have been hindering your healing journey on your highest healing process, so that you are progressing at your highest soul awakenedness, awakening to your highest purity in soul and life and healing progression, with all blockages gone, You feel anew, rejuvenated, healed, and are free. At your divine light healing, mentally, physically, and on the soul levels, receiving the highest healing for your well-being, happiness, and success in life, prospering and progressing on your life wisdom journeys to your highest ability of soul creation, creativity, divine well-being, and happiness and healing. You are able to know and now sense this renewed healing wisdom, this coherent balance and marriage of your bright mind with your compassionate heart, feeling loved, blessed, cherished, and protected in your divine soul blessing, healing, and wisdom. You are now aware of your strengthened, effortless soul connection with divine healing light, the purest light of healing, communication with your divinity and source, balanced within your divine feminine and masculine energies on the highest level of your soul healing and divine self. Receiving this beautiful healing on this divine journey of soul creation and co-creation with divine healing light and soul vibrancy, connecting to your highest healing, well-being, success, and happiness. As you ground and balance within these beautiful energies, feeling safe, protected, feeling loved, and happy to your highest divine self connection. You feel a sense of freedom, a sense of joy, and you know your inner soul, your soul field, as it's vibrating at the highest levels of soul consciousness and healing. Now aligned to the healing light of 5D density and soul path connection on your highest ascension soul path, connecting to your highest healing, well-being, and groundedness on the soul journey of happiness, love, and soul success to your highest manifestation and well-being. A quantum field has activated your light codes, DNA, and cell genes for your highest elevation of consciousness, divine healing. You realize that this quantum healing has assisted your ability to merge back with your higher self in preparation for ascension, because you are now returned to your healthiest state of vibration and physical health, divine soul wisdom, to the highest soul healing and physical healing on all levels of existence. It is such an amazing feeling, that feeling of joy. The quantum holographic fields of all life force energies are currently spinning in harmony within your body and soul. The frequency of your cells is all resonating in harmony and are now able to reach the light source to align with your healthiest blueprint. Your cells have always wanted to align their highest soul blueprint, the highest health and well-being. Within, all feels happier with joy and love. Your energetic systems are fully activated, blending with higher octaves of healing, connecting to everything within in joy and love and creativity. You are connected to the state of serene healing. Access now the personal hologram of your divine blueprint of your healed creation and your inner self beauty and guidance and healing to the joyous soul at its highest divinity of health, happiness, and well-being. Your healthiest divine blueprint at your healed creation, your most inner healed state of well-being, divine beauty, self-healing. As you are in this field, follow the stream of beautiful vibrating light to the healthiest body and mind, point of existence in your present life, with no diseases, blockages, traumas, pain, all that released and healed. No more suffering, all that released and healed. Completely releasing yourself and being at your most healed and optimal state of balance and existence. Completely feeling light and free in your well-being and health. Allowing yourself to now merge this healthiest body and mind, this beautiful blueprint. Place it over your current body, holographic healed state of divine self. Continuing for the healing to come in, the highest light of healing, balance, and joy, as it effortlessly merges with you and your divine healing, with all your cells, the cells of creation. They now want to be that healthiest blueprint. They are connecting those cells for your healthiest healing, to be at the healthiest blueprint in your divine state of existence, as you are now in harmonious balance with the most optimized blueprint that is you, for highest healing and well-being. Connecting to your inner self-healing and soul guidance, soul creation, holographic aspects of your health and physical energetic self are healed, fully merged with your healthiest divine blueprint. So you are no longer connected to the frequencies of any prior sickness or illness, or anything that was making you feel uncomfortable, letting go of everything that felt uncomfortable for the highest healing coming in, divine bliss, joy, and healing. You are free in the mind, body, and soul, at your healthiest state of existence of being now, corporeal state of well-being, at your most highest existence of soul well-being and healing. You know this to be true, as this is the new you. Your new body and energetics are now radiating optimal healing health, allowing frequencies of highest and healthiest healing, the higher self manifestations coming in to be activated in your life for your highest well-being and healing and soul success and happiness. You are grounded, balanced, and healed in your divine state of existence, in the physicality, the soul, and the mind, and all incorporated soul healing of wholeness, and the soul healing rejuvenated, and the physical healed at your highest divine state, receiving the highest light of healing in your well-being, happiness, and bliss with joy and love and success in life, being grounded and balanced, fully integrated with your highest healing and well-being, this beautiful guided journey of soul seeking and soul path healing, wholly healed, wholly balanced, physicality, the mind, the soul, the purest joy and bliss of soul co-creation, highest states of existence and of healing, divine bliss, divine healing and happiness received in your soul divinity, physicality, completely healed, completely rejuvenated and energized, the highest levels of creativity, co-creation, and healing in your divine state of love, compassion, and soul healing and physical healing, and all the highest levels of creation in your existence. Receiving healing, receiving love, receiving joy, as love is light, as healing is love, to its highest capacities in optimal health, wholly healed in the here and now, all levels of your realities and existences, divine love and happiness. And as you're receiving this beautiful healing in the body and the soul and the mind, allow yourself to sit with this healing, to have it fully merged with you, fully merged on all aspects of divine healing, fully within the healed state and the outside soul capacity and expansion on its highest evolution, in its highest states of healed bliss and happiness. As the healing continues, always within, allow yourself to slowly come back to the current now moment, feeling fully rejuvenated, healed, in your wonderful state of healing all over in your new body creation, feeling confident and grounded, balanced and rejuvenated, healed to your highest healing and well-being. So let it be, so let it be, so it is, at your highest healing and grounding and love. So be it. And allow yourself to slowly open your eyes as this beautiful quantum biofield healing journey has been completed with Source Creator and Ileana. Blessed be, beloveds.